Good morning, everyone. This is Gail with Traders Help Desk, and this is a Dow trade that I'm in. It's the Wall Street 30 on Nadex binary options, and you can actually see I entered this at 5:30 this morning. It clearly shows you the time that the trade was entered, and it was slightly out of the money. I paid right at about $40 on entry. It was a little bit less than 40, and you can see that it's moving down very nicely. Now I want to show you why I took the trade, and I'm going to actually show you using the indicators. So let me pause this real quick and show you the actual chart. Okay, so here's the chart, and you can see that I'm using the Dow continuous contract. I do use TradeStation on these, and the one thing that you should be able to easily identify is that we were making lower highs in price, but we were making higher highs on the stochastics. Now, the other thing that we had going for us is that sellers actually stepped in as this high was made. Sellers actually controlled that bar, and I know that because this is below the zero line. The price bar did not confirm it. The next price bar did. We also have volume divergence on my entry. So we were making lower highs in the volume and in price, and we were making higher highs. So you have stochastics divergence, and then you also have divergence in the volume telling you that it would go down. In addition to that, you can see that the moving averages were pulling together, and I anticipated it would at least go to the 200 period moving average as long as it broke the pivot line. Well, the volume in the stochastics was showing it's probably going to break that pivot line. Now, anytime it does break the pivot line, it will usually come back and retest. Same thing applies to the moving averages. So it tested the moving averages here, came back to retest it over here. Now, when it comes back to retest it over here, you can see that we made almost an equal high. Did not do that in the stochastics. In the stochastics, still making a lower high. Again, just evidence that it's probably going to go down. It's not going to be able to go up. If you follow the stochastics again, you see that you made even a lower high over here. Again, good indications that the market was going to go down at the open. Now you see that we have this line of congestion dots here, and that tells me that we may go back up and we may test either the pivot line or the ATR, which is the plus sign here. Of course, if it comes up and it tests the plus sign, then I need to watch the volume so I will know whether to exit the trade early. As you can see right now on the volume, this little dash mark is actually above zero. So that tells me that buyers are starting to step in. Will they be able to make a difference? That remains to be seen. Either way, I would probably not take a loss or a minimal loss, even if it does go against me right now, because overall the picture is still to the downside. Okay, as you can see, it's 1 o'clock. It's tested the pivot line twice. It's not been able to break it. And I'm going to look at the chart for a moment. And as you can see from the chart, you're still making lower highs in price. This high is slightly lower than this high, but when you go down to the stochastics, of course you're making higher highs. Again, this is divergence. And remember, we looked at it when it was back over here at the congestion dot. This is actually a pattern formation that I teach, because the congestion dot, which is the white dot, actually offers support or resistance. In this case, it's support because it's on the bottom. It comes back to the ATR and it provides resistance. Then it comes back down to the congestion dots, not able to break it, goes right back to the ATR. The ATR still holding price down. So as long as I see this pattern breaking out, I'm sticking with the trade. Okay, as you can see, I just exited the trade, and I did because we're so overextended on the stochastics, and I've made right at 100% on this one trade. So I just went ahead and took profits, and it's about 2.5 hours before the market ends. Friday afternoon, they could actually pop it back up. But again, it just shows you, in my opinion, how relaxing it is to trade the binary options, because I could go and do other things but still be a participant in the market. Now, we will be having a live webinar on Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock New York time. If you would like to register, then just go to the website and register, attend. It's free.